and is it a Persian? I can't remember what it is, a Hellcat or something. I can't remember what it is.
Something like that, yeah.
It's the GMC one, isn't it?
Yeah.
And yeah, you recalled your one.
Yeah.
I got my tanks kind of closer to the church to try and defend here, but you were pushing quite strong. You pretty much captured all of the factories. We had a bit of a mistake here. You didn't DM this stack here,
Yeah.
the 7-0 that got DM'd or broken
Yeah.
earlier.
That was just an oversight. And I think he would have been collapsing much more quickly. I could have perhaps pushed a bit further.
That's right.
But it began to become obvious. Although I was doing quite well on that top board, pushing away, I was never going to get anywhere near that building. And now you're starting to pack it, aren't you? Like
That's right.
It's it's an old school reunion taking place in there, isn't it? It
was. Yeah.
Will be hundreds of bodies in there.
Yeah. Well, moving on to the next one. Kind of similar sort of situations. One of your tanks has got around the back of the church and has started to kind of do some covering fire. I break the anti-aircraft machine gun on one of my guys. I break the main armament and a coaxial on another one. I think it all kind of goes a bit wrong for the tanks, and you capture all the factories. All the factories are yours.
Yeah.
So at this point, I think you are 1 or 2 points ahead of me in terms of where we are from the vehicles.
Exactly.
Yeah, from the vehicles and everything point of view. So it really comes down to the last turn, and basically what has to happen is we have a bit of a close combat. Your flamethrower has taken out a few guys here, but I have enough guys to A, keep the church okay, and B, to keep the road okay. You start running your guys back. So we've got.
Have we seen my mistake?
Which one?
The one with the guys who tried to run around the church.
Oh, right. So that's okay. So let's go back one and see if we've got a picture of that. So
it's the next picture, isn't it? So I thought I was being very, very careful. Are you seeing that now?
I've got one where we're
an 8-0.
Which photo number are you looking at? Which number?
3439.
Okay, let's go to that one. Right, yeah, we're on it now. Yep.
Yeah. So I ran a whole squad, a whole platoon with a leader around the back, trying to kind of get around you and outflank the church.
Yep, that's right.
Thinking I was being really, really clever, and then not realizing that you had a perfectly open shot from the church from an upper level.
That's right. Yeah, down.
And that was painful. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. So you bring. I think it's the stack. I think if it's photo 3439. I think this is the one that you bring from the E, also the F9, F10 kind of F9 area, and it comes all the way down the road and into like kind of this hex here, and just it just gets absolutely smashed. But it was a nice way to try and bring the guys around the side.
It would have been, and so I'm pushing forward the flamethrower and stuff like that.
Right.
But it's I'm also trying to capture broken units now, because we're really kind of in endgame, aren't we?
That's right.
By this picture.
That's right.
I'm trying to capture the guys that are broken, not lose my tank.
Yep. And I'm 2 points behind you in terms of 2 victory points behind. So I need either one swing of and if it's a tie, I win the tie. So I need one factory, or I need to get your tank and another 3 points worth of infantry, basically.
Yeah.
And I know that
I failed to advance. I've got a unit in one of the factories. I think it's just a leader, just a single man counter. I could have advanced him into one of the factories, and that would have made it much more difficult for you.
So my plan was
don't do that.
Was to jump into close combat everywhere I could. I had my bazooka guy run and try and take a very, very long shot against the tank here. I captured some guys on the left-hand side of the board, the disrupted guys that was surrendering straight away. But then I had this perfect plan. I had a squad down on board 18A, down in, I think, I-18 or somewhere like this. And they've got the leader in the squad, and the plan is they're going to bypass the way around the back of the buildings and jump into the road and advance into the factory for the win. And as soon as I start moving them, and you kind of say to me, "Oh, that's game. I've lost this," and I'm like, "Well, you've still got this 237. You know, they can have this one shot against the leader and the squad." and I think you pin the leader, or maybe you break the leader, and I had to do a morale check, and I pin in the
I think
street.
that's what happened. Yeah. So it basically closed it down miraculously.
That's right.
And I could have, and that's the way. If I'd put that leader into that building, you wouldn't have been able to take control of it.
Exactly.
But that lucky shot saved me from the earlier error. Yeah.
Exactly.
And only took that because you pointed out that I still had a shot.
Yeah, I would not take it. I wouldn't leave it. And I obviously didn't get the shots off against the tank, and didn't get the. I think there was one. I think for one last point, there was an option. I said to you, I've got to take this close combat, because in case you roll a double one and generate a leader to give me an extra point in close combat. But and as you pointed out, you would almost certainly kill me in return with that double one. And that would have probably swung the points back again. So it all finished up. You won it. We spent a nice day though.
But I did exactly what you'd said from the beginning. Run away.
And then run guys away, didn't you?
Yeah. To just move myself out of range of as many American squads as I could. Yeah.
That's right. So we're now looking at the picture of the table itself. In all its post-game glory. We can see what it felt like. It was good fun to play on there. And it's what I do like. I do like the approach of trying to make the game as comfy as possible. Like put some minstrels out, and let's put the scenario cards out, and get everything all nice and nice.
Yeah, you're kind of doing the Simon thing here, aren't you? Yes. You're trying to be as considerate as possible.
Well,
I loved arriving not long after breakfast to see little bowl of chocolates for me too, which I ate in about half an hour, I think.
That's brilliant. But that was all good. Yeah. So it was good fun. We had a good time. Are we going to play another Twilight of the Reich? Because now it's on Vassal as well. So Tom Sumo has done the boards, I believe. So they're on there. So we can do some more of that.
I'd certainly turn it on.
Yeah, I think it looks good fun. So worth playing, and we'll take a look and see if anyone's got any recommendations from Twilight of the Reich as to what we should play next. Give us a shout and we can put that on. We are midway through our scenario that we are playing Steamroller, where I've put all my guys into one building, and I've had Toby's defense kind of narrated to me, and you've had Jim Bishop's attack dictated to you.
Yeah. I've got to say, I know the strategy, but I think that I might be letting Jim down on the tactics. Well, it's only turn 2, isn't it? It's early days.
That's right.
And I have definitely been, doing the reconnaissance by creating burning wrecks. So far. So we'll, I know where some of your forces are.
You do. But we'll be showing that next time. We've still got we're still waiting for Shouting into the Storm. There's one
game I think we're waiting for.
One left over, and so we will give that a catch up shortly.
Yeah.
Anything else, Martin?
I don't think there's anything else.
I did some changes to the scenario archive.
Yes.
There's a couple of statistics pages now. I did so you can look on the left hand side under reports. There's a kind of like a raw style balance report. I'm also pulling the raw data through every day now. That gets automated and is inserted onto the scenario pages. And I also did. I improved the speed of it a little bit, so you should see it's a little bit more responsive as well now. And I was showing you when you came around, and I had the frequency of people's.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
It's a lot of activity the server gets. So
and a lot of it's bots, isn't it?
There are a lot of bots as well. Yeah, there are a lot of bots as well.
And that's slowing down the.
Yeah, so there
was slowing it down for everyone else.
Slowing down, yeah. So there was in a year there was 16 million page views of scenarios that were kind of being hit. So yeah,
and that seems unlikely with a handful of players. But who knows?
Take that back.
Well, I mean, just in world players, how many players are there? We've done quite a few pages each. If that's correct, yeah,
that's right.
But were they all they wouldn't even all been from members, I suppose.
Who knows?
Because you can search without search without logging in, can't you?
That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Until next time, Martin. We will catch you later. Thank you again for all of your supports, and we appreciate it. Any more holidays planned, Martin? Any?
Not immediately, but I am already looking at wild camping, long distance walking trips.
What's next to do? What is there? Is there another wild camp?
So one of the ones I was thinking about is which everybody does. It's like the sort of the intro level is Hadrian's Wall, to walk the length of Hadrian's Wall across England, because of course it's in England, not in Scotland.
Okay.
And there's lots of campsites. You can't wild camp in England, not legally anyway, but there are lots of campsites along that route.
Okay.
And the other one I really fancy doing is the coast to coast. Okay. That's like 180 miles, a really, really long way. So it's goes through the Lake District, Pennines, and the national park in Yorkshire. So it kind of basically goes through 3 national parks in England, crosses the whole country. But that's next level, definitely next level. Coming with me, Dave? Fancy that?
I would do it. I you know what? I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of camping and everything.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'd do more than 2 nights of camping.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But if we did, I could do like a night and then a stop at a hotel, game of ASL, a night.
Yeah.
You know, I could do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I've got to say, I mean, that's the thing, is the luxury of having a shower.
Yeah.
A lavatory. Restaurant cooked food.
You had the whole of Scotland as your lavatory. What you're complaining about?
The world is my lavatory. Yeah, exactly.
we have to have a big thank you, by the way, to Monty Jasper, who is a new patron. So again, thank you.
Brilliant!
Thank you for your patronage. You have now access to the new graphics, or the graphics on Scenario Archive, and you're welcome into our tournament as well next year as well. So thank you to Monty and to all of the other patrons and anyone else who gives support in any way they can. We really appreciate it. Martin, until episode 105, I'll see you soon.
Till we meet again.
Okay, take it easy. Take care.
Cheerio. Bye.